are currently tuned in to Youth on Radio. Make sure to call us on 075-331-1885. Or you can WhatsApp us on 067-070-6882. Otherwise, tune in, turn up, and take over.
Let's go.
Definitely tune in, 10 up and take over, man. It's 56 minutes past 3 on the first half of the show. You are still tuned in with me, Tebogo Sithole, and we're speaking about education, inequality, and the power of mentorship, right? And we still have our guest. She's already here, so I'm very excited. You must sit right there where you are. She's going to join us right in a few minutes, right at 4 o'clock. So for now, I just want to read the comments that we were speaking about just before we took this ad break. So I have Ukina right here. She says, my baby sis got admission into uni and she's going to school next week. She made a list of things she needs and turns out she needs roughly 1 million to get it. I can't even escape it because all she listed are essentials. I've been crashing out to my other sister since. And this is really bad, right? Because everything is just super expensive, which makes you think, is education really that free? Is it? We don't know. And then this one is a teacher. She says, I still have 8th graders showing up to class every day without absolutely nothing in their hands. Not a pencil, not a folder, not a binder, nothing. Just walking in and expecting the world to provide. It's wild. I have given them loads of pencils on folders, but it is not enough. And it's not the teacher's responsibility to give the kids the school stationery. You know, what is the government doing? These are the topics that we're going to be speaking about today. If you are affected about it, we want to talk to you. So make sure that you are staying tuned with us. And we have organizations that literally, NGOs that are taking over, that are speaking, that are coming personally to speak to learners and see what they're actually struggling with. And it could not be just, stationary. Sometimes it's confidence. Sometimes it's the guidance that they need. Sometimes it's, I spoke about it 15 minutes ago that I was also struggling with my subjects in grade 10. I didn't know what I wanted, but I just went in. But I didn't know whether it was good or not. And I just took it, and thank God I passed, because what must happen? You know what I mean? So there are learners that fail. There are learners that don't get the guidance that they need. Some of them struggle and end up dropping off because they don't have the right mentorship that they need. But today we've got the organization right here in studio with us to speak about all these struggles that the learners are facing, especially from disadvantaged backgrounds. And then the last comment says, schools should have vending machines that sell essential supplies like pencils, erasers, and paper. So if you can run out of paper or lost a pencil, you can just buy one. But how are you buying? Tabiso? How are you buying when you don't even have money for school fees? Do you know what I mean? That's the struggle for today, is that we want free education, but is it so free when you have to buy so many things? Is it so free when you don't even have uniform, So maybe if your education is so free, if you're going to provide me with school uniform, if you're going to provide me with, school fees, if you're going to provide me with, pencils, essentials, all of those things, then maybe education is free. Because you can't say we want education to be free when if I go to school, I still have to buy certain things. Where are we getting the money? How many people are unemployed right now? Let's not even speak about the adults. Let's speak about just the youth itself. And we have been sold a lie. We have been sold a lie, South Africa, that you must go and study. Now we've studied, we are not qualified, we are not getting jobs with our qualifications. What are we supposed to do? This is the struggle that we're dealing with today. And I want you to bring on these questions. I want you to bring on, as many assistance that you can, because there's so many people that are struggling. So please text me right now, 0670706882. You're sending me a voice note, you're sending me a text. I want to know, because we can't speak about these things and say, yeah, it's enough. No. We have to speak about them every single day until our government gives the attention that we need, right? So you can also call in studio, 075-331-1885. Because these topics are very, very important. And I say this all the time to my people that always listen to me, that we cannot strike one day. We strike every single day until our matters are met, right? So you can't say, hey, now I'm a purple profile striker when you only went one day and then the next thing you went to school. Did you get your results? You didn't get them, and putting your purple profile there on your thing, whether you're putting it on social media or you're putting it on your WhatsApp, that's not enough. We need to come out. We need to stop this country. It needs to come to a pause because there's so many kids that are struggling, potential kids that are struggling, that are not even exposed to certain things that we have in this country, certain opportunities that can give them better lives. They don't have those things. Basic education is not really quality as well. those are the other things that we need to speak about. Some subjects that we're studying, they don't really matter because there's so many subjects that I also studied in school. And right now they're not working for me. And I'm just like, why was I doing that? You know, those are the things that I want us to speak about. We spoke about them before last week. We spoke about Sithole, Mrs. Sithole. We spoke to her about what you need to study, how many subjects you need to take in what, how many courses you need to take in what. When you're going to school, when you're choosing, your professions, what kind of preparation do you need? Some other courses that you study don't really get you a job. They're just there to upskill you. It's all of those things, all of those topics that we really have to speak about every day so that when you go to university, you really know what you're doing so that you don't die in that place, right? You don't die having a qualification that's really good, but it's not landing you a job. Because right now, the essential thing is to get yourself a job. So it's 1 minute right now, past 4. So I'm going to get in with her. But I just want to play a little song so that we can get ourselves ready. All right, Muslim? Okay, let's get into it. Let's get into this thing right here.
Zansi, tune in to Cruise Control every weekday at 3 to 6 p.m. with myself, Speech the Dreamer, and Tabang Muli, right here on New Town Radio. Tune in, turn up, take over.
Tune in, turn up, and take over, man. So Tebogo Sithole is who we have here in studio. Welcome, Mama. Please come closer to the mic so I can hear you as well. Say something. Hello, hello. That's the one. Repeat that. Say again. Hi. There we go. So we've got Tebogo Sithole, who was born in 18 March 1985 and raised in Midland, Soweto. She attended Muruta Tuto Primary School, right? And later completed her high school education at Tutalori Secondary School. After matric, she studied beauty therapy through Hydro International College and later pursued fashion design at Damelin. Can you hear her? Tebogo is the firstborn of 8 siblings. She is a mother of 4 and has been married for 21 years. She has always been a stay-at-home mother and deeply involved hands-on parent. Growing up, Tebogo was a quiet and shy child. I don't know if, were you quiet then? It feels like now you're not so much.
I don't know what happened.
So you just switched. It's being a parent, I can promise you. Academically, she was an average to below average learner. Her primary and secondary school years were very challenging. Coming from a disadvantaged background, school was often difficult rather than enjoyable. She constantly worried about basic necessities such as stationery, wondering where she would get 3 required books for maths, how all her books would be covered at the beginning of the year. With 8 children in the household, brown paper and plastic were never enough. School uniforms were another ongoing struggle. These early experiences stayed with her and shaped her purpose. They awakened a strong passion to support school children as she understands that many children can achieve more and perform better when given a small amount of support. And support is exactly what we need, Mama. Exactly what we need. And since she went through that struggle, she was like, you know what? I'm not going to stop by just experiencing the struggle because I know there's other kids that, are experiencing the very same thing that she did when she was growing up. So what does she do? She opened a foundation, Rogers and Tebogo Foundation. And this foundation was founded in 2022 by Rogers and Tebogo Sithole. The Rogers and Tebogo Sithole Foundation is a non-profit organization dedicated to transforming life through education with a deep commitment to youth development. The foundation is committed to democracy of education on the African continent through the belief that no child, regardless of their financial, geographic background, is left behind. The foundation identifies star learners from underprivileged schools from grade 8 to 12, creates a program of support for their students and also mentors them as they navigate life. For learners in grade 0 to 7, the foundation amplifies its impact by adopting underprivileged schools where they offer support in the form of donating stationery, school uniform, and transportation in these young learners. Welcome to studio, Mama.
Thank you very much.
Who's Rogers?
He's my husband.
That's the, that's the father. Yes, I also have, her kids around here with us. So we have moral support more than anything. So before we start about the foundation itself, I want to speak about you. Who is Tebogo Sithole beyond the title of being a mother, a wife, and a founder as well of the foundation?
Okay, I would say that I'm this bubbly person.
Bubbly now, or shy
bubbly
then.
for some reason. I don't know what happened because I was so shy, and till today, my mom gets to be like, "What happened?
What
'Cause
happened to
I
you?
speak my mind. I'm this person that would speak my mind.
Okay.
I'm so loyal. So I'm that kind of a person when like, hey, Ari, I go.
Khwaiwa.
Bona, ke tla botsa ha o feta, when you come back and like, okay, show me what happened. So I'm that
Yes.
kind of a person. I love seeing around my spaces. People need to be smiling. That's the kind of person that I am. Wherever I am, people need to be happy, and so I love seeing smiles.
And I can
on
feel your
people's
spirit.
face.
Already you felt this whole room with positive energy. So I'm
Thank
very
you.
happy. Would you say growing up in Middleland, Soweto influenced the starting of this foundation that you have now?
Not necessarily, actually.
Okay.
So the idea came later on, unexpectedly. Yes. So
okay.
not necessarily, yeah.
Okay, but also you've mentioned in your biography openly that the challenges you faced in school and how did those experiences influence the purpose in your life right now?
You know, you doubt yourself,
Yeah.
because you're not one of because like I mentioned, I was not one of the brilliant kids and all
In
those
school,
things.
yeah.
And now, no uniform, no. I grew up doubting myself. I can't do things. I am, I'm not that smart. You title those things to other people. You don't see yourself. So that really did. And as I finished my high school, I did not even know what I wanted to do and all those things. So it was tough.
Where do you think that lack of confidence came from? Is it because or
Not necessarily next night buka. It's, go skolong as a shy person. I was not doing well
yes.
because of the stressors. Go skolong.
Oh yes, you're juggling too many things.
Yeah, and now I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't even focus into. And now Otola maybe Dagamo student and you look at yourself like,
I'm not that one,
I'm
yeah.
not. So it puts you down as a person.
So do you think you being not smart is not because you're not smart, it's because you didn't have the right support structure
I
so
think
that you can
I
focus?
think I did not have the right structure.
Oh, so it is important to have the right structure.
It is really important, and we often miss that. It is really important to have the support structure to that.
Yeah. Okay. So then let's move to the foundation, right? The foundation was established in 2022. What moment or experience made you realize that this work was necessary? I have to put it out.
Okay, so now what happened is actually the idea came in 2020, the
Okay.
5th March, just before lockdown. So we were in Mozambique, tagging along with my husband. So there was
Okay.
this e-learning conference in Mozambique, and he was also launching the business and partnering with this e-learning platform. So now, as I'm sitting there as a guest, so I see these powerful people
Okay.
now selling this e-learning platform where they mentioned that everybody can reach it and all that. And people that I could see there, it was your influential people, your government officials, I thought they were just focusing really on private schools because we were in Mozambique.
So the government people and the influencers, I just want to understand
Okay.
what we're talking about. So it's the influencers, the government people are the ones with this e-learning, or they're the ones that are registering to the e-learning?
They were selling the e-learning to the government.
Oh, to the government.
Yes.
Okay.
So
okay.
the government, majority was, okay, it would be your Minister of Education, higher learning, and people that were also there, like from private institutions.
Yeah.
And in Mozambique. And I know exactly, because Mozambique is our second home, so I know exactly how, in the rurals, how do children go to school? And I was sitting there, there's no way.
You know the real situation.
I know the real situation.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's no way because they charge in dollars and in private sectors and all those things. There's no way
These
that
kids are
a
going to
child,
afford.
exactly in the rural areas gonna be able, even though they have a phone or whatever. There's no way that they'll be able to get a hold of this kind of information and education. So that's when I'm like, there must be something. We must really get something out of these people.
Yeah.
Because, so that's basically where it was born.
Sure. Okay, so your work focuses on the democracy of education, right? So Tebogo and Rogers in practical, like in everyday terms, what does that mean to you? What is this democracy in education?
Okay, like I mentioned that we were in Mozambique.
Yes.
So the light bulb clicked like, okay, I know Mozambican. So that's where the democratization came in.
Yes.
Not only exclusive to South African children, but the whole of SADC region. So that's basically that. Because, I mean, these children in the rural areas, they're expected to, I mean, they are, what do you call this? They are expected, they are in competition with the whole world.
Yes.
And unfortunately, they are disadvantaged.
Disadvantaged. They're not exposed to a lot of
exactly.
things.
So they're not exposed to a whole lot of things. I mean, we can get somebody from the location that does well. They get their 90% and they get to the university. And with a private person that come from a private school, I mean, they're not going to do well the same way.
No.
They often struggle.
Yes.
The one that from a private institution.
They are shocked. All of this.
Shocked.
Yes.
She knows the computer, and that one needs to start
Yes.
from scratch. And
she was
like
smart,
that.
but only to her own
and
capacity.
You understand? Yeah. So even though they get bursary, literally they become. My son was telling me that his friend on a bursary, he doesn't sleep. And you can just imagine, he cannot afford to lose this bursary, and he cannot.
It means a lot.
It means
to
a
him.
lot to this poor child because they know the bursary, it will go. He doesn't sleep. He needs that sleep to
rejuvenate himself,
Yes.
to wake up tomorrow and be fresh.
So those are the things that we really took note that it's not only for South Africa, but any
For the
learner
whole
that
SADC as well.
that the whole SADC region. That's why.
And then how do you go to these communities to find these kids so that you work with them? How do you get there?
Okay, so we are really nice thing. We are really easy to find.
Okay.
So any parent or community member or when you call us or when you find out about us and somebody calls, I personally make sure that I go there and see the situation.
Also, you make personal visits.
Yes, I make personal visit. I was there in Limpopo on Monday.
Okay.
So a friend just said, hey, so there's this school, so and so. Then I drove to Limpopo and came back on Tuesday. So there's one that I'm going to tomorrow in Soweto, that a parent from a SGB member that said, hey, it's tough. And I'm going there tomorrow.
To go check it out.
Go check it out and see how we can help.
And then if these people don't come to you to alert you that, okay, let's go, how do you find out about the kids that are disadvantaged, that need this kind of help that you guys are?
Okay, so what we did, we go around and ask friends and look for the schools. So
okay, so
like
research.
So yes, I would search or even government officials that we have also approached to send us the group of schools and the how they are rated.
Yeah.
So that will also, we have a list that would help us onto how to,
Okay. And then your foundation does not only focus on academics only. You guys also do mentorships.
Yes.
Tell me about that. What sort of mentorships are you giving to these kids?
So now if we're going to adopt a person, a student, because we, like I said, that we need a proper guidance. That student will take it upon ourselves to guide that person emotionally, physically, and educationally.
Also, you guide them even with emotions.
Yes, with
this is
emotion.
beautiful, man.
Because it's not every day we get that. Because they go home and it's something else. Yes, you are taken out and you're still dealing with emotional burdens and all sorts and have not. And there's this other part of it where we also considering teachers, where we would find people to go and help with it, because they see what they see. It's really tough. It's so tough. It's unfair, and they also have their own problems at home, and we normally don't take care of our emotional needs and so we don't. Our mental health is always something that is
we bypass it. Also, you are way too poor to think about your mentality.
Sick, you're okay. So it's also that we need to also support there mentally
Yes,
So that they are able
emotionally.
emotionally. So that's basically, we are also looking at those that we will be adopting. They would get all over-round support, and
Yeah.
eventually they become members of the
Of this
foundation.
foundation,
and,
yeah.
Yeah, and also give back.
I like that because you know what, ne? Even with me in school, and because I grew up with family, there was family around me, but the emotional support that comes with school was not there. You know, and as I said when you guys came in, that when went to choose my subjects, grade 10, I
Yes.
just chose them.
Yeah.
Nobody took me through a guide. Or, okay, if you're going to choose commerce, these are the types of, things that you're going to look into. Like, these are the type of jobs that you can qualify for. This is what you can study after university. If you do science, if you do history, if you do, you don't go through all of that. And then also, how attend a school, your emotions are like,
Yeah,
dead,
everywhere.
is muted. Yeah. Whether upatile or yang tsama we skolo or taba skolo we.
Nobody cares. Yeah,
Nobody
you
cares.
should
And then
go.
while so listen next, or taba skolo we,
Uh-huh.
and you think, but I'm not okay
I'm
emotionally.
not okay. And they don't, we like as parents, especially black parents. We
I'm
are not
speaking about the black community,
we're not,
literally.
we really not exposed to that. It's otaba skolo, dilo tse jwalo, and it's not necessarily that. We are
And
going through.
I don't even
a lot.
want to, I don't even want to blame our parents because I feel like
'cause
Libona, they were not
also-
exposed
Exactly. They too. They only give what they could afford.
Yes,
what they can.
or what they can. And
Yeah.
all of that is what? Just tamaskulong
Yeah,
ulobana. That's all we know.
And I like it that Uwaga for choose the subject. Now for me, it was my uncle did accounting. So, like all of us.
Come on,
Did
true.
commerce. The whole house, we did commerce.
Because
Only
malume went to
only
commerce.
only one thrived.
Sure. In that commercial subject.
Bona, only one thrived.
This is hurting. So also, let's continue. Access to quality education is one of your key pillars, right? What barriers do your learners face, and how do you help them remove those barriers?
For me, I think the barriers came not being able to, like at home, we have children that they are left with grandparents. And I mean, how much does a grandparent get? And she needs to be going up and down trying to fend for these children.
Yes.
And, there's a lot of like poverty, the backgrounds there. So those are the barriers that really, and even one listener commented that, I mean, there's a lot that is needed. We don't have that money. There's a lot. They keep on, we want this, we want that, we want that. There's no uniform, there's no, so those are hectic.
Yeah. And also, kasi batli ngwana at my lobala as na uniform because
Asina
now you don't
uniform.
feel like normal. You don't feel like
And
one of
another
the other
thing, utshwere ke
students.
tlala.
Utshwerele ke tlala. How do you study when you're hungry?
So
Sure.
our government
Do
has
you,
a lot.
yeah. Does your foundation cover some of those things as well, like food?
No, not yet. Not yet. But as we are going through these things, these are other things that are picking up, that are coming up.
Yes,
that
as
are
you
coming- and
guys are.
that it's becoming a concern that,
Okay.
these kids, they might be hungry. Because I personally know I would get out of kontlung, ke tswe ke sa ja, ke boe, "A gona dijo."
A gona
It was
dijo.
just so, it would pull you down.
And it's also bale,
And
it's
it's
also
also bad,
homework.
like,
eh.
"Ay, yo,
Like a
utlwa ke
montlumo,
hlano," like,
go na le lerata. It's a lot. No, I
they don't
get you.
understand. So so
Are you getting the support that you need though from the government?
it's fairly new, so not yet. So we're hoping.
Okay. Do they know? Are they exposed to the? Because I'm pretty sure this is not the only foundation.
It's fairly new. So it's only now that we've really like woken this whole thing up.
Okay.
So
okay.
it's fairly new. So we are approaching government officials. We are approaching people that can help. So we're hoping that they will help.
We're hoping so. And I hope someone is listening today also. We need to be acquainted with the government. If they need assistance or need help,
100%.
they need to. Because I think, Lena, government, my only problem is that, okay, you help, you donate the money that you donate, but do you go personally to these schools to see the actual struggle? Because you just go the Orefa Chaletia Fidi scheme and that's it. Also, the food that they eat there, does it help them brain-wise?
And they
You know?
don't, eh? They don't.
You don't know.
I remember when we first started, just way back, because I think I'm too sensitive to children that doesn't have. I mean, so I remember I was saying I think I need to do the sanitary pads, whatever.
That's another
and
one.
my daughter said to me, "Oh, mommy, you need to take them personally to school because they will be taken." And I know. So
And
I'm
it
like,
is
now,
happening, yeah.
How do we do this? Do I go there every month to personally do that?
And I'm gonna give mmereko mokakang.
Wa bona ke mmereko mokakang?
On top of
So-
what
so-
you have to do for the
So
foundation.
now we're not taking responsibilities. That's why I get, maybe the teachers they're overwhelmed and all that. If we can just, I don't know, re thusane and
We have to come together.
yeah.
I promise you, the only mantra e ke nang le yona or mandate that I have is that South Africa has to come together
Yeah.
as a whole, working collectively, because we can't let the government do it by themselves. We can't let the nurses do it by themselves, teachers do it by we all have to come collectively. It's the mother, it's the teacher, it's the nurse, it's the government, it's everyone around it, it's even your neighbor. We all have to come together and be conscious. The fact that o tlo tsamaisa di-pads and already one hour, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's those very same people that you
Exactly. That's
deliver to.
supposed to give the
yes,
kids, yeah.
they will steal them. And why are they stealing? Maybe they're not these
Len, I
children.
get, yeah. Len, and a child ya short, I regisa.
Oh man. Yo. Ke batla re nke break nyana, ne? But when we come back, I want us to speak about the Dress a Dream uniform drive.
Cool.
So this one touches me a lot because I grew up with a lot of kids that didn't have uniform at all. And they felt so embarrassed to even go to school. Embarrassed. And in primary, so I had a learner, Siyabonga. Siyabonga wouldn't come to school because Jesse itabuhile. And also as learners, we rata ho dlala, utlomugwara, and when you don't know how much this person is getting affected because they know why itabuhile biana because we don't know the background. You don't know where they come from at home. And also I'm like, how do you find solutions with that as well? How do you make these kids aware that there's certain jokes that you can't do? You know, when you go to school as a young child, you need to be aware. Instead, if you mama wa itse chomi yaka e tabogetse ke Jesse and nkare ha comfortable, he would stay weeks without coming to school. And that broke my heart. But I only understood when I got older. And I was like, oh, flip. This is what was affecting him. This is really sad, man. This is really, really sad. Anyway, my listener, if you are listening to, this right now, this is Tebogo Sithole with the Roger and Tebogo Sithole Foundation. We need as much help as we can get. As you can hear, we need assistance. We need to come together as a country and help this government. And if we don't do it together, I don't think we'll get anywhere. So please, if you have umbono nyana, if you have a little 2 cents that you want to bring here, please bring it. So 06707068882. I want you to send me maybe voice notes of I don't know, kids that you know that are really struggling out there. That would help, so that they know where they need to look out for. And you can also call in as well. Tell us how you are also helping. If maybe you have an organization as well, let's collaborate. Because if we all work together, I think we'll reach the masses faster, right? 075-331-1885. If you didn't hear this, I'm going to play a jingle so that you hear it. Otherwise, please don't go anywhere. It is 30 minutes past 4 in the last hour of the show. And, I'm still here with Sithole, and we are talking about all things education, right? So their mission here is to transform the lives of young people. It's very simple. I want you to go and visit their website at www.rtfoundation.co.za so you can see what they are about, so you can support them, you can give us money. Guys, we have to change the lives of Black people, okay? We have to change it. And this whole thing in how Black people are living in the struggles and, not being aware of our emotions, our mentality, our mental illnesses. We have to be aware of all of those things and from a very young age. So if we don't get involved with that right now, so we need to transform these lives now. And you know that the government is not going to help us now. So we need to take these matters into our own hands. Okay. So welcome back. We're still tuned in. You are still here. Can I hear you? So tell making hanyan. So tell making. Okay. There you go. There you go. Say something. Say hi. Say hi. There you go. There you go.
All right.
So before the ad break, I said we're going to speak about the Dress a Dream Foundation, right? Why did you start that?
I think to help us with a kickstart for January.
Mm-hmm.
And the first year, the first months of the year to kickstart that. If anybody has anything, a pair of shoes, pants, shirt, nothing much, just 50 rands to spare and go and get a shirt to just donate. That would really be nice.
Yeah.
So
And I
that's-
think Pep was running something like that at the beginning of the year, no?
Pardon?
Pep was running something like that, like getting shoes. You buy one, you get one
yes,
free.
yes,
or
and
something along
even
those lines.
lesser price.
Yes,
they
and lesser-
were priced really low. Yeah.
And then how many times in a year do you distribute like the uniforms? Do you do it at the beginning of the year or do you do it throughout the year?
Ideally, we would want to do it at least twice for the first
First 6 months.
6 months and the
other 6 months
because
as
there's
well.
also winter.
Yes.
So that will really because imagine
Yes.
going once and winter.
O ba file di-shirt and ba
ba
tlhoka
file di-shirt,
dijeresi.
exactly. Winter they need. So that's basically what we're aiming at least twice.
Okay.
Yearly.
Hopefully our listeners will definitely contribute there. But I believe in them. I believe in them. So how does the Dress a Dream uniform drive change the lives of these children that you guys support? How do you think it's changing their lives?
Like I said, that we are fairly new.
Yeah.
So we are hoping that as we reach that goal where we can now start distributing for majority, that it would definitely give them confidence.
Yes.
It would
Oh, yeah,
definitely,
school. I think it excites
feels
them as well
good.
that I have a whole full
Yeah,
school
it
uniform.
feels good when you go to school with
O apere ditlhako tse
Yeah,
ntjha.
you know, so-
Oh man, it's
Yeah.
ditlhako tse collecting dust, man. Hey, this is good. So how can schools, companies, or individuals, maybe someone who's just listening right now, take part in this Dress a Dream uniform drive?
Okay, so I think Junior, can you?
Junior's gonna step in.
Yeah, can
Junior,
you-
this is the part
he
where
will-
we need you.
Yes, he will share.
Please share to us. So how do schools, how do companies, how do individuals that are listening right now take part in this initiative?
Hi everyone.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Beautiful. I'm Junior Ellen Sithole, and I'm also part of the foundation. So to answer your question, Tabang, there's different ways for people to jump in and assist us. One being for companies, we can partner with them, and actually they help us into reaching more schools. Instead of doing it twice, we will have that manpower to actually distribute to more schools more than once, seeing that there's winter and then there's also
There's
the
also
beginning
some-
of the
yeah.
year. And then for individuals, that they have that spare change to donate, but they don't know where they can buy
Where
and
they can-
drop it
yes.
off. We do have One Connect, which is proudly partnering with us through the initiative. With One Connect, we have the offices that is in Hartford Office Park in Midrand, where you can do drop-offs. If you are, bringing in bulk drop-offs, you can drop it off there. However, if you don't know Guti, if it's far or anything like that, we do have a Back Buddy campaign that is online. So you can just search Back Buddy, or you can go through our website. You can donate directly on our website, rtfoundation.co.za, or through the Back Buddy and through the Back Buddy, we did put an amount that we're trying to raise, which is 1.5 million rand. Within that 1.5 million rand,
There's a lot of money though.
We're challenging ourselves. We need to push.
it's a
Yes.
challenge, and
No, I want that. Yeah, I like that.
and
I like
and
that.
it's one challenge I believe we will reach, with the assistance of everyone that is willing to jump in and support us. That 1.5 million rand, it's to open up the foundation in all the programs that we want to introduce and probably do. But overall, all the donations that will be coming in until a certain point, it will be to support the the uniform drive that we're currently running. And the drive itself, it is running for the whole year, so people are welcome to donate anytime. If you want to donate monthly, do a monthly contribution, that would be fantastic. If you want to come and see us, or just to visit us and have a chat with us, we welcome to have that chat and see how you can further be part of the movement that we're trying to achieve, which is making sure that we gather enough uniform to make sure even next year we have enough to Magqala the year we are able to distribute it properly and fairly to the schools that we would have allocated. South Africa as a whole itself, we have a lot of schools, but the dream is to actually expand and
bigger.
go. There's a lot of rural areas that don't have the luxury that some of us grew up with. So we're trying to make sure that we reach as much as we can, but we obviously taking it a step at a time. And then lastly, before I disappear, if you do want to follow us, we are on Instagram, RT Foundation. We are on Facebook, RT Foundation. And then www.rtfoundation.co.za. That's where you can find us. And then if you want to do direct donations, you can send an email to us at donations@rtfoundation.co.za. Or you can contact me. It's Allan, ALLAN, @rtfoundation.co.za. Thank you.
Please say it again so that in case somebody missed it, say all those details. I need them.
Thabang.
Zisho. It's very important. Please say them. Please say them.
To follow us, you can follow us on Facebook. It's RT Foundation. On Instagram, RT Foundation. Or you can visit our website, rtfoundation.co.za. You can do direct donations on the website, which we have introduced an Apple Pay system through PayFast. So you can, just Apple Pay to the foundation, and you can contribute through our Beke Buddy campaign, where we are aiming to collect 1.5 million, which will help more kids in South Africa.
Wait a minute. So I want to know, with this 1.5 million, where are you searching for this money besides individuals?
So in terms of searching, we are opening the floor to anyone and everyone, seeing that the world is large. If you are international and you come across the foundation and you are interested, and you don't know how to, or you don't have the means to meet up with us and stuff, but you want to contribute, you can just use the Beke Buddy campaign, or you can contribute through directly on the website, as I've stated.
Okay. And then that's your goal for this year, this
Yes.
1.5.
Yes.
Okay, because that was my follow-up question, but you've answered it already. 46 minutes past 4 in the last half of the show, and you're still tuned into Cruise Control with Thabang Muli. We are almost concluding with Mrs. Sithole, and I'm quite happy right now because the kids have taken over on the song request. Remember about Pretty Heads? I love it so much, but we must make sure that in our brains, we have knowledge, ne? Not just pretty. But you look like a pretty girl with knowledge, so I trust you on that one. And I trust your mother more than anything. Ne? So before I let you go, Mrs. Sithole, for someone that's listening to us right now and is hearing all the things that you've spoken about and how you're supporting all these schools, what do you want to say to them? What message do you have for them right now, for my listeners, or anyone also who's just listening and struggling, or who is from the background that we're speaking about? What do you want to say to them?
It takes a village to raise a child.
Yeah.
So together we can do that. Let's bring back the Ubuntu spirit.
Yes.
Because now everybody go space in Sabona. Like, we're no longer doing things together. So it takes that village. And even at home, we need to also take responsibilities. So a teacher's not going to teach Banabarona things that they learn at home.
Yes.
We as parents need to take that responsibility. It starts at home. And
Also,
it goes
education
out
doesn't end in school.
and it doesn't end at school. So we need to introspect ourselves as parents. How are we doing? Because it starts at home. And as much as any child is working there, I'm their mom.
Yeah.
So we need to take that again, Ubuntu, and raise these children together. Yes.
You just literally touched me on something. You said, we are not a community anymore. We've isolated ourselves so much. What do you think is that? Because that is so bizarre to me. I think this is the third time we're going to speak about this on the show, about this isolation that we have. I don't know if maybe we've been separated by the system that we're living in, or are we that tired that we're like, hey, umuntu nomuntu masibona manje. What happened to this community that we used to have as the Black nation? What do you think happened?
I have no idea.
Sure.
It's so, even at home, or friends sitting together, they would literally WhatsApp. Isn't these phones?
And it's these
They
phones.
would literally say hi, talk to each other, sitting next to each other. So things like that. They
It's
need to be, I
these
think
phones,
also
yeah.
they need to be addressed at all.
Yeah. Discipline.
Discipline.
What do you think is going on, Sithole? Come onto this mic. I'm very interested in this one. We all have to speak on this one. Maybe I need to bring in the kids as well. Yeah, Oba, you can't just sit here in my studio. What do you think is happening? What do you think is happening with the Black nation? Why are we so separated right now?
From what I've observed, Gakulu, it's the technology that keeps rising. As much as it rises for good and all of that, there's also things that it takes away from us. One of it being the quality time that we used to have growing up. We've lost that. We see it in Abantwana, umntana cries for attention. You are busy with something. You Mopi phone gone, so they grow up with that thing of I'd rather just go for that phone either way because you're not paying attention to me. So they end up glued to their phones too much that they end up momkulumisa, it becomes that. So I think what we need to do, we need to create boundaries at home. One reason I say boundaries is we need to have, back in the days we used to have family time where sihlale sidlala amakhadi.
Yes.
We don't do that anymore. We used to sit down and chill and just talk. Ngikhumbula kudala when we are packed kagogo.
Yes.
Silele esofeni, we talking,
share
we
stories.
learning stories
Yes.
about back in the days. Today,
And also about each other.
yes,
Yeah.
and know about each other. What's happening today? I trust me. I won't even tell you what's happening to a friend of mine. But
You
back
hang out
then,
so much together.
We hang out
but
together
there's just
so
no
much.
time
but
for that
yes, we
intimate
don't-
conversation.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
those are some of key challenges that we face as communities. Is that we are too disengaged with what's happening in real life. That we are too glued to what's happening on TikTok
Yeah.
more than everything.
Yeah.
I myself,
We all are.
I'm part of the
Yeah.
problem.
The mothers complained and started joining in as well.
Yes, I'm part of the problem, and I think the solution would be creating time for family.